Hello YouTube and welcome to another live lesson. I am also live on Facebook, so YouTube, say hello to Facebook. Hello. Hi. That's weird, isn't it? You can still see me in the reflection. Of course you can. I'm just going to place you, so bear with me 1 second. You can look at my lovely ceiling. Isn't that pretty? Move this over here so I can put you up on a stand. There we go. There we go. Hello. Hi, Rahed. Hi, Elena. Hello. Amit. Oh, I need to get a nice stand for this phone. That would help, wouldn't it? Hello in Colombia. Right, lovely. So, here we go. Today we're talking about prepositions, and in particular because there are many prepositions and we don't want to be here all night. It is a Friday. Some of us have friends to see and a social life to see too. So we're just going to look at time prepositions today and how to correctly use them. So, first of all, what are prepositions? Prepositions indicate a relationship between words in a sentence. Prepositions usually tell us when something's happening or where something's happening, how long it's happening for, and in many cases the same preposition can have different meanings. For example, from can have a different meaning depending on the context. Okay, so today we're only going to be looking at a handful of prepositions because we're dealing with time. Okay, so let's start with the difference between on and in. So can some of you write that down for me? On and in. On and in. You might think this is really easy. I know how to use on. I know how to use in. Why is she talking about this? I'm going to go through some different ways in which you will use. By the way, just a little point. If you are not interested in learning English, then all you have to do is turn off. This is a place for study and learning. There are lots of people of lots of different ages in this group. There are some young people as well as some older people, some children and adults. So please refrain from any nasty comments. That would be nice and respectful to the whole group and to me. Of course, I'm here to help you just because I want to, not for any other reason. So, lots of niceness, please. If you don't want to be nice, then go away. Thank you very much. All right, so we're talking about on versus in. Great, thank you guys. So, on, in particular, when we're talking about time, on is only going to be used when we're talking about specific days. And this is a mistake that I hear all the time. So we must make sure when we're talking about days of the week or in the weekend, we'd say on. So on Monday, on Tuesday, on Wednesday, on Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. So what days do you go to work? I go to work on Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday, if you only work 3 days a week. So what day is your mother coming over? My mother is coming over on Saturday. What day is your doctor's appointment? My doctor's appointment is on Friday. So when we're using days of the week, we use on. Also, when we're talking about specific dates. So think of on being for days and dates. On, days and dates. So my birthday is on the 27th of September. My birthday is on the 27th of September. You can also use on. Sometimes we use on when we're talking about special days. So my birthday is on. Or I could say on my birthday. I had a party on my birthday. Or what other special days do we have? On my wedding day. I haven't had a wedding day, but if I had a wedding day, I would say, on my wedding day, I was very happy. On my wedding day, on my birthday. When I was on holiday, yes, one of you has mentioned holiday here. So you're not at holiday, you're on holiday. Think of it as the word day. Remember, we're using on with day and date. Birthday, wedding day, holiday. Can we think of any other? Boxing Day? Yes, good. Bawari said Boxing Day, on Boxing Day. Do we have any other days? So you'd say on Christmas Day. If you're saying just Christmas, so it's Christmas on its own without the word day, we'd say at Christmas. At Christmas, I went to see my mother. At Christmas, I spent time with my family. But if we're talking about the day, on Christmas Day, I spent time with my family. So think of it connected directly to the word day. And as I said, we can also use it with a date. So if I said, when is the next time I'm going to see you? When will I see you for another lesson? You might say on the 3rd of April, on the 3rd of April. So specifically for dates and days. Bawari has said on Halloween Day. We rarely say Halloween Day. We'd say Halloween on its own, so you'd say at Halloween. But if you were talking specifically about the day and you wanted to use graduation, sorry, I'm reading other comments. If you wanted to use the word day, then you could say, yes, on Halloween Day. On graduation day, yes. On Independence Day, yes. Christmas Day, yes. On Easter Day, we don't say that very often, but on Easter, what we say normally, Mihail, is Easter Sunday. So on Easter Sunday, we're doing an Easter hunt. On Easter Sunday, we're doing an Easter hunt. So just to reiterate, if we're talking about any days of the week, like on Sunday, on Saturday, we always use the preposition on. On. So JCR 1138 has said, could you please talk about the difference between being on time and being in time? Okay, it's relevant to the lesson. So yes, if you are on time, you arrive at the right time. So I'm on time. I'm on top of it. I arrive on the time that was set. Arrived on time. If you arrive in time, you've arrived before the time has run out. I arrived just in time. I arrived in time. So imagine we are going to see a theatre show. We're going to the theatre and we're going to see a show, and the show starts at 7:30. The theatre show starts at 7:30, and you say, Anna, please meet me at 7 o'clock. So we have time to talk, buy some snacks and a drink, and find our seats. So the show starts at 7:30 and you want to meet at 7 o'clock. But I'm running late. So I'm not going to be on time. I won't be there at the time that we specified. I won't be there at 7. I won't be on time. But I will arrive in time to see the show. So I'll arrive before the show starts. I arrive actually at 7:15. So I wasn't on time, but I was in time to see the show because the time hadn't run out. I hope that makes sense. It's hard sometimes to explain these in a way that's easy for you to understand. So let me know if you struggled with that or not. Okay, let me have a quick look at some of the comments on here. Great, okay, so on is for specific days, dates, and special days, special occasions that use day within it. Yes, good. Okay, so then we may use the word in. Now, in refers to months. So you might use a sentence, my birthday is in September, rather than my birthday is on September. That's not correct. My birthday is on the 27th of September, but my birthday is in September. So we use in for months, in January, in February, in March. We also use, yes, Ali, yes, you're absolutely right. We use in when we're talking about seasons. So in the summer, in winter, in the spring, in autumn. Obviously, Americans will say in the fall, but we say in the autumn, or in autumn, in the autumn time. Okay, so in when we're talking about months. We'd also use in when we're talking about long periods of time. So I might talk about in the past. In the past, I have been an actress. In the future, I hope to be a full-time YouTuber. I hope to be an astronaut in the future. In the past, I played basketball. I didn't. In the future, I might learn to play tennis. You could talk about in the present. So right now, in the present. But you can also say at present. At present, I work for English Like a Native. In the future, I will continue to work for English Like a Native. Lexi said, in summer, I'll be on holiday. Yes, that's right. In summer, I'll be on holiday. Yes, so we can also talk about years. So not just months, but years with in. So we'd say in 2017. In 1981, I was born. That's right, I'm 35 years old. Oh, shock. Good, so in years and in months, we could talk about time in the future in terms of how much time. So I might say, I will see you in 10 minutes. At the beginning of this video, you saw that I had left a note saying the session will start in a few minutes. So talking about time again, that's coming up in the future, how much time. Okay, we'd also say in for certain times of the day. So you'd say in the afternoon, in the morning, in the evening. The only exception to this is night. So you rarely say, sometimes you do, there are always exceptions, of course, because it's English, and English doesn't follow any set rules. When you say nighttime, usually you say at night, but that's the only one. At night, in the morning, in the afternoon, in the evening, at night. Abdullah says, can I learn English alone, or can one learn English alone? Of course you can, but why learn alone when you can learn with us? Okay. When I woke up this morning, the light was on. Can use not deduct grammar. I'm not quite sure what you mean. Sorry. Okay, yes, I'll come to your comments in a moment, guys. I'm getting distracted by seeing all these comments coming through. So just bear with me. I will have a look at comments in just a moment. So bear that rule in mind, because that's one that people slip on all the time. In the morning, in the afternoon, in the evening, at night. I was working in the morning. I was cooking in the evening. I was sleeping at night. That's what I was doing. Okay, so what else have I written? So let's say we were talking about a specific meeting that we've booked in, and the meeting is on a certain day and it's in the afternoon. So let's say we're meeting Tuesday, 4 o'clock in the afternoon. So Tuesday, we're meeting Tuesday afternoon. In terms of prepositions, you would say our meeting is on, because it's a day, on Tuesday in the afternoon, because that's a specific time in the day. Our meeting is on Tuesday in the afternoon. On Tuesday in the afternoon. However, you can make that shorter and easier by saying our meeting is on Tuesday afternoon. On Tuesday afternoon. But equally you can say it's on Tuesday in the afternoon. That brings me on to talking about at. At you use when you're talking about specific times, as in the clock time. So what time is it by the clock? So we're meeting on Tuesday afternoon, or on Tuesday in the afternoon at 4 o'clock. We're meeting on Tuesday in the afternoon at 4 o'clock is the long version. Okay, if you're having problems seeing me properly on YouTube, there's just a little bit of a connection issue, so just bear with it. Hopefully it will just ping back to life. I hope. I'm actually going to plug that power in. Okay, so I'm going to ask you to do some writing for me in a minute, guys. So just so you know, right now we are having this lesson. We are having this lesson on Friday in the evening at 6 o'clock. Okay, so people say, what time are we going? What time are we going out? We're going out at 3 o'clock. We only ever say o'clock, by the way, when it's on the hour. 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock, 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock, 12 o'clock. That's it. You don't use a clock in any other time. Only 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Only. If it's in the middle of the hour, 5 past, 10 past, quarter past, 20 past, 25 past, half past, 25 to, see how I'm using prepositions here, 22, quarter to, let me just remove these awful comments, then you don't use o'clock. You never use o'clock when it's off the hour. Block. Just so you know, if you do write rude comments, guys, you will be blocked. So be aware. Okay. So, at. We can also use at when we're talking about festivals. So before we were talking about specific, days, so Christmas Day, your birthday, and now we're talking about actual festivals. So you might say at Christmas, at Easter. What other festivals do we have? Give me some festivals, guys, that we might say at for. Khaled is asking if I can remove comments on Facebook. I'm not sure I can when I'm using it on the computer. But usually everyone's very nice on Facebook, being very polite. I just have a few rude people on YouTube, that's all. The best thing to do with trolls, guys, is just ignore them. I'm blocking them as much as I can, but just ignore them. Don't give them what they're looking for, which is attention. All right, so at. So Khaled has said at spring day. That's not right. For spring, it's a season, and for seasons we use in spring, and for day, if you're using day, you should be saying on. Okay? Does that make sense? All right, so now it's your turn. Oh, there's one more thing, one more exception. We have at night, but we'd also say at the weekend. at the weekend. We wouldn't say in the weekend, or you might say on the weekend, but it's not good. It's best to say at the weekend. At night or at the weekend. At night, at the weekend. Okay? So, I want you now to write for me. I want you to tell me when, and try to use any of these prepositions that we talked about, on, in, or at. I want you to tell me, when will you next attend a party? When will you next attend a party? And I want you to write a sentence for me trying to use on, in, or at. On, in, or at. Hola, Sebastian, ¿qué tal? On, in, or at. So, some of you are saying at the weekend. At the weekend. Lexi's saying, what about on weekends? On weekends. Yeah, I hear natives saying on weekends a lot. It's better to say at the weekends. But you will hear natives saying on weekends. So I will go to a party. This is Asim saying, I will go to the party on Saturday and will be happy. Great, wonderful. I'll attend a party on Saturday. Good, just be careful of your spelling. You missed out the A in party. At the weekend, I will attend a party next week. Good. For those of you who don't know my name is Anna, and this is English Like a Native. I do have a YouTube channel here, so if you're watching from Facebook, make sure you do come over and subscribe to YouTube. I have over 100 videos on there now, video lessons for you to self-learn with. Well, self-learn, but learn with me. And I'm releasing new videos every single week. So Sandy says, at the Maria's party, I was bored. You wouldn't say the Maria. At Maria's party, I was bored. That's a shame. Okay, let's have a look what you're saying on here. Mohammed said, on Monday in the morning we have a maths class. Good. So many comments. I'm sorry if I don't read your comment out. As you can see, we've had nearly 250 comments here. It's hard to read everybody's. Can we say in the night? Is it right? He came to me in the night. He arrived in the night. Yes, you can say in the night. At night is easier. He arrived at night. But yes, you can say in the night, during the night. So, okay, here we have one. Osama said, I am invited for a party on Thursday, March the 6th. I'm invited to a party. You're invited to. Or I received an invitation for. I received an invitation for a party. You can say invitation for or I was invited to. I was invited to. I'm going to a party on Wednesday at 3 o'clock. Perfect, well done. I'm going to attend a party, careful of your spelling, on the previous day. Do you mean you went to a party yesterday? I went to a party yesterday. Obviously that doesn't use the prepositions we're trying to use, but never mind. I have an interview next Monday in the morning at 11. Yes, you can say that. My friend's wedding on the 27th of September. My birthday. Okay, let's get rid of these offensive comments. Thank you very much. Anna, you're invited for my birthday. Again, you're invited to my birthday. Mohammed says, I have courses on 10 o'clock. Remember, when we're talking about a specific time, we use at. I have a course starting at 10 o'clock. I have a class at 9 o'clock in the morning. I'm going, so someone's asked, I'm going to or at home. So this is prepositions for location, but you just say I'm going home, or I'm going to my home. I'm going home, going to my home. At my last party, I had not had any booze to tear myself up. Oh, well, I don't drink at the moment, so I think it's probably a good thing. Drinking alcohol just gives you a bad head. Okay. Oh gosh, so many comments. So many inappropriate comments. Okay, I'm going to go back to have a look at Facebook. I'll be going to Germany on the 26th of June to attend a conference, and it starts at 8. Excellent. 8 o'clock. Yes, good. Just be careful of spelling o'clock properly. It's O and the apostrophe clock. Precise day, you would say on. If it's a precise date, you'd say on. Marie, yes, you're right, at the park, but we're not doing locations this time. How do I say 6:10 p.m? You could say 10 past 6. Yes, Mohammed, 10 past 6. So the time now is 45 minutes past 6 or 6:45. 6:45. Good. Okay, let's carry on. So there are a few other prepositions that we might use when talking about time. Well, there are a lot of other words that we would use, but ones I wanted to talk to you about was during. We might use the word during. And during comes before a noun to tell us when something happened. So I was sat at home when my mum called. So when my mum called, what was happening was I was at home. I was sat at home during, it's not a good sentence. Let me think of a better sentence. During the advert break, I made a cup of tea. I was watching a film, and during the advert break, I went to make a cup of tea. So you might say during the night. I was unwell during the night. I was unwell during the night. If there's anyone here who is a regular watcher of these lessons and would like to be a moderator for me to delete all of these unpleasant comments for me, then I would really appreciate that. So if any of you would like to moderate for me so that we can keep on top of these disgusting people who think it's funny to put offensive comments, then please send me a message on Facebook, because the messages on YouTube will be deleted as soon as this video stops. It happens automatically. So if you'd like to be a moderator for me to help me manage these awful people, then please send me a message on Facebook or on Twitter to let me know you'd be happy to moderate for me. That'd be really helpful. I'm yet to find out how to moderate on Facebook. Okay. Oh God. It does surprise me. They all come out of the woodwork. Horrid, horrid, horrid. Okay, so I completely have lost my train of thought. What was I talking about? During. So something could happen during the night. I could be unwell during the night. So I was... Are you all right? No, I was unwell during the night. I was unwell throughout the night. You could also say, so I could say, people are being rude during my class. People are writing inappropriate comments during my class. But most of you are being lovely during my class. Most of you are participating and being helpful and learning during my class. We could also say, come on. We could also say, they had a good time during the party, or they got on well during the party. They made friends during the party. Okay. Other than during, we might also say for, and this would be to tell us how long something happened, for what duration. So if our class lasts for 1 hour, I'd say for, like I just did. Our meeting lasted for 1 hour. Our meeting lasted for 1 hour and 10 minutes. I could say I will be teaching for 1 hour. So during and for. Mihail can be a moderator. That would be perfect, Mihail. Thank you. Good. Okay. I'll set that up for the next broadcast, which will be on Monday. Thank you, Mihail. Very helpful. Star pupil. Okay. Okay, Jay. Good stuff. Okay, so we also might use the word while. While. Gosh. So while is when two things are happening at the same time. When two things are happening at the same time and we want to say that that's the case, then we would use the word while. So I might say, you were singing while I was trying to work, or he was watching TV while studying for his exams. So two things are happening at the same time. This is becoming unbearable. So two things are happening at the same time and we use while. So those three things that we've introduced you to are during, so things that are, so when it happened, during the night, during my speech, during my lesson, all these awful people, during the party. We could say how long it happened using for. It happened for 2 hours, it happened for just a second, it happened for a moment. And we can also use while when two things are happening simultaneously. Okay, simultaneously. Good, so one of you said, while I was watching you, I was eating a sandwich while watching you, So let's see if we can come up with some sentences. Some of you are already doing it. Coming up with some sentences that use while, for, or during. While, for, or during. She is singing while having a bath. Very good. What have I got? So one of you has put a preposition at the end. How long have you been in the country for? And that's correct. Yes, so you can put a preposition at the end of a sentence. Some of you think that's incorrect to do so, but it's not true. How long have you been in the country for? Where should I meet you at? Or what time should I meet you at? It's fine to put these prepositions at the end. I haven't seen you in a while. It's got a slightly different meaning, but yes, fine. That's fine, it works, is what I mean. Okay, what else have we got? Violet, thank you very much, your kind comment. I'm watching while you're explaining. Yes, that works, I'm watching while you're explaining. Oh gosh, they're moving so quick, I can't see. Can you... The meaning of meanwhile. Meanwhile, or in the meantime, means while that was happening. At the same time as that was happening, this was happening. So I might say, Anna was teaching her lesson. Meanwhile, her housemate was watching a film. So at the same time, her housemate was watching a film in the other room. Yeah, so meanwhile just is the same sort of meaning, at the same time. What have we got? I was watching TV during my breakfast. During my breakfast I was watching TV. Yeah, it would be better to say while. During breakfast I was watching TV, fine. Or I was watching TV while eating my breakfast is more likely what a native would say. Yes, voila. While I was walking outside, it started to rain. Very good. I am teaching my daughter while I am attending your lesson. Very good. I am very happy during this course. Yes, very good. Da, 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 da. I'm writing while listening to you. Good. Really nice. Okay, so obviously those are six prepositions that we've covered here. We've done during, for, while, on, at, and in. We have a few others. We have since, and that talks about a certain point in time in the past. So I have been alive since the 27th of September 1981. I have been alive since, so a certain point of time in the past when something happened or when something started. I have been learning English since I left school. I have been running around like a mad thing since this morning. Since 2012, yes. You've said during waiting for the flight, I was drinking a coffee. You should say while. While waiting for a flight, I was drinking coffee. While waiting for a flight. Sorry, I'm just trying to do some more blocking. Since I was a kid. Since I was a kid, I've lost that comment now. I wanted to be an astronaut. Yes, that was right. Whoever said that, if I didn't completely say it right, I'm sorry. Meaning of glitch. Glitch is when something doesn't go right. So glitch is when something, like a computer will glitch when the broadcast stops. It's glitching. It's not working properly. Okay, what else have we got? While waiting for the flight, I used to drink a cup of coffee. Thanks, Anna. Yes, that's right. That's right. I have been a mother since 2011. Perfect. I haven't seen her since our childhood. Perfect. Meanwhile, my husband is playing FIFA. Very good. The connection is being a little bit funny on YouTube, so bear with me. Okay, so besides since, we also have ago. So we can say it happened 7 years ago. We're talking about the past, a certain point in the past. So we're not talking about the time from one point to another. We're talking about one certain point in the past. So I might say, I hurt myself 10 minutes ago. And you're using it with time, and like time and years and days. So it happened 4 days ago. It happened 10 minutes ago. It happened 2 years ago. So that's ago and since. Ago and since. Before. So if we're talking about something happening previous to a certain point in the past, you would say it happened before 2017. It happened before my birthday. And that means it happened previous. I was learning English before I met you. I was teaching English before I started English like a native. I was dancing before you walked in. What else have we got? We've got past. So when we're talking about time, use the word past. So anything between the hour and the half, you would say past. So 5 past, 10 past, quarter past, or 15 past, 20 past, 25 past, half past. Once we pass that, we then use to. 25 to, 22, quarter to, 10 to, 5 to, and then on the hour, 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock. So past and to when telling the time. If we're talking about the mark from one point in time to another, then you'd say from and to, or till, or until. So I was at the gym from 9 o'clock to 10 o'clock, or I was at the gym from 9 o'clock till 10 o'clock, or I was at the gym from 9 o'clock until 10 o'clock. So if we're talking about one point duration to another, from, to, till, until. Okay? Good. So, the last one I wanted to tell you about was by. By. So, it's like saying at the latest, or, so for example, I'm going out, I will be back I'll be back at the latest by 6 o'clock. I'm going out, I'll be back by, and by, not like goodbye, by spelt B-Y. I'll be back by 6, so I'll be no later than 6. Don't worry, I'll be back by the time the show starts. So remember before we were going to go to the theatre together? You wanted me to be there at 7 and the show starts at 7:30. I'm running late, but don't worry, I'll be there by the time the show starts. Okay? That's everything. So, on, in, at, since, for, ago, before, to past, till, until, and by. So, apologies for the disruptions. I'm going to talk to YouTube about the trolls so that I'm not continuously distracted by the disgusting things that are being written on my wall. The good thing is that these horrendous things get deleted automatically when this video ends. So all of you are wasting your sorry little lives. That's what you're doing. And a huge apologies if anyone has been offended by anything that has been written while I've been broadcasting. I will try my best to get on top of it in the future. Mihail, you said that you're going to help me to be a moderator. If anyone else is regularly watching via YouTube and would like to help me moderate and delete all these horrendous comments, I'd much appreciate that. Just send me a Facebook message. Otherwise, I will be back here on Monday. Let me check my diary. So Monday, yes, I will be back here live on Monday. On Monday it's a different time because obviously people are watching from different parts of the world, so I try to make it fair for everybody. So I'll be back at 12 o'clock UK time. At the moment it is 7 o'clock, so it'll be 12 o'clock in the middle of the day, so noon, 12 o'clock on Monday. I'll be here doing a pronunciation lesson. Don't forget that I do also do daily pronunciation practice on Instagram, which is not put anywhere else. So if you'd like to see those little bite-sized videos that I'm doing every day on Instagram, then come and join me there. All the links to the social media are in the description for this video, along with some other goodies for those of you who are interested in things like Audible books and those of you who travel a lot. There are lots of links in the description to help you out. And otherwise, I will see you on Monday. I'm sorry, I'm terribly distracted. I think I need to go and speak to YouTube about what I can do about these trolls. If you're not already a subscriber on YouTube, then please do subscribe and make sure you press the bell notification button. Yes, lovely. And the bell notification button will let you know every time I'm live and every time I release a new video. Now, the exciting news, what I nearly forgot to tell you, is tomorrow, the 1st of April, starts a brand new playlist. I'm going to be releasing a video every day for a very long time, starting tomorrow, potentially for 3 whole months. And this is aimed specifically at those of you interested in learning business English. So as of tomorrow on YouTube, I'll be releasing a bite-sized lesson every single day for potentially up to 3 months. It's taken a lot of hard work, and there's still lots of work that needs to go into it to make sure I have one video every day for you. But that's what's going to happen. So make sure you have subscribed on no, it's not an April Fool. I know that you might be thinking that because 1st of April, I just thought it would be a good time to start. I thought it'd be a good time to start it. So, do join me on YouTube. I'm excited to start releasing these. And I promise, hand on heart, it's not an April Fool's. It's not an April Fool's. You will see tomorrow the first of the series is going to be released. I've been working very hard on it, I promise you. Okay. Thank you guys. I'm going to turn off YouTube first of all. Thank you very much. Take care and goodbye YouTube.